I got catfished by someone I thought was my soulmate. My name is Randall, and I'm a 28-year-old Korean-American social media influencer. My life revolves around maintaining a perfect online presence, sharing snippets of my glamorous lifestyle, and connecting with my followers. With hundreds of thousands of people following my every post, I felt on top of the world. But beneath the surface, I was lonely, craving a genuine connection that transcended the superficiality of social media. One day, while scrolling through Instagram, I came across an account belonging to an Instagram model from Russia named Elena. Her photos were stunning, capturing her in exotic locations, always with a radiant smile. I followed her, liking her posts and commenting occasionally. To my surprise, she followed me back and started liking my posts as well. Soon, we were exchanging direct messages, and our conversations quickly moved from Instagram to a more private chat app. Elena seemed perfect. She was beautiful, intelligent, and we shared many interests. Over the course of a year, our relationship blossomed. We talked about everything from our dreams and aspirations to our fears and insecurities. I felt a deep connection with her, something I had never experienced before. I was convinced she was my soulmate. We made plans to meet in person, but something always came up on her end. Her excuses ranged from last-minute work commitments to family emergencies. Each time, I brushed off my doubts, trusting that we would meet eventually. My followers often asked about my mysterious online girlfriend, and I shared bits and pieces of our relationship, always careful to respect her privacy. One evening, I was out with some friends near a police station when I heard gunshots. A drive-by shooting had taken place right in front of the station, and chaos erupted. People screamed and ran for cover. I ducked behind a car, my heart pounding in my chest. It was a stark reminder of how unpredictable life could be, and it made me reevaluate my priorities. In the aftermath of the shooting, I decided to focus more on my personal life and less on my online persona. I wanted to meet Elena in person and see if our connection was as real as it felt. Determined, I booked a flight to Russia and told Elena I was coming. She seemed excited but also nervous, which I attributed to the anticipation of finally meeting face to face. A few days before my flight, I received an anonymous message with a link to a website. The message warned me that Elena wasn't who she claimed to be. My heart raced as I clicked the link, which led me to a forum dedicated to exposing catfish scams. There, I found posts about someone using Elena's photos to deceive people online. The real Elena was a model, but she had no idea her images were being used in such a way. Devastated, I confronted Elena in our chat. At first, she denied everything, but when I presented the evidence, she confessed. Her real name was Svetlana, and she wasn't a model, but a university student who had been using Elena's photos to create a false identity. She claimed she had fallen in love with me and didn't know how to tell me the truth. I felt a mix of anger, betrayal, and sadness. How could I have been so blind? I had been in love with an illusion, and the person I thought was my soulmate didn't even exist. I cut off all contact with Svetlana, blocking her on every platform. My heart was shattered, and I felt humiliated for being so easily deceived. In the days that followed, I struggled to process everything. I took a break from social media, not posting anything and avoiding my followers' messages. I needed time to heal and to figure out how to move forward. The drive-by shooting had been a wake-up call, but this betrayal was a harsh lesson about the dangers of living too much of my life online. As I pieced my life back together, I vowed to be more cautious about who I trusted. I returned to social media with a new perspective, focusing more on authenticity and less on maintaining a perfect image. I shared my experience with my followers, hoping to warn others about the risks of online relationships. The response was overwhelming, with many people sharing their own stories of being catfished or deceived. Despite the pain, I realized that this experience had taught me valuable lessons about trust, vulnerability, and the importance of genuine connections. I decided to use my platform to promote honesty and to encourage my followers to seek meaningful relationships in real life rather than relying solely on virtual interactions. One day, While attending a social media conference in Los Angeles, I met a fellow influencer named Jenny. She was down to earth, with a contagious smile and a passion for helping others. We hit it off immediately, bonding over our shared experiences and our desire to use our platforms for good. Unlike my relationship with Eilina, Jenny and I connected on a deeper level, building our friendship on honesty and mutual respect. As our friendship grew, I found myself opening up to Jenny about my past, including the catfishing ordeal. She listened with empathy and shared her own stories of challenges and growth. It felt refreshing to be with someone who valued authenticity as much as I did. One evening, Jenny and I were walking through downtown LA when we heard sirens and saw a commotion near a police station. Instinctively, my heart raced, recalling the drive-by shooting in Dallas. Jenny noticed my anxiety and took my hand, giving it a reassuring squeeze. "It's okay, Randall. We're safe," she said, her calm presence easing my nerves. In that moment, I realized how much I had grown. The experiences that had once shattered me now served as reminders of my resilience and capacity for healing. With Jenny by my side, I felt a renewed sense of hope and determination. As we continued our walk, I made a silent vow to never let the past define me. I would cherish the lessons learned and use them to build a future filled with genuine connections and meaningful relationships. And most importantly, I vowed to never use social media as a crutch for my loneliness again. Life had thrown me some unexpected twists, but I had emerged stronger and wiser. With Jenny, my family, and my followers supporting me, I was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. My journey had been far from perfect, but it had led me to a place of authenticity and true connection, something far more valuable than any number of likes or followers could ever be.